Just gotta let it rock for a little bit, y'all. Gotta say rest in peace, man, to Mac Miller. Of an apparent overdose. He was 26, y'all. So we're gonna start on a somber note, unfortunately, but we're gonna let this rock. You know, just got a nice little chill vibe to it.
Yo, stay. Just a little while, babe. Just a little while. Just a little while. Just a little while. Yo.
All right. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do not adjust your dial. I am your host, Old Man Logan, and this is BlvdAve Radio, episode number 17. To my left is the boy.
Gas Station P.
And to his right,
B. Daniels.
Yeah. What's going on, fellas?
Nothing much, man. Big rest in peace to Mac Miller, man.
Yeah, man. The death plague has really been hitting hard this year.
Man.
This summer, too. Crazy.
It's just been a crazy year, man, on the low. You know, people leaving up out of here left and right.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, rest in peace to him, man. I used to watch his show back in the day. He had a show, like a little reality show on.
He showed it
on MTV. I used to watch it. I think the first song, believe it or not, this guy's in office now. First song I really paid attention was Donald Trump. And I found out about him around that time. My guy Drew told me about him. I started checking his mixtapes out, and you know, I rocked with him. You know, I wasn't no super duper fan, but I thought he was talented. I liked a lot of the material and music that he put out and that he was featured on. One of my favorite French/Coke Boys songs got Mac Miller on it. It was on Coke Boys 2, I think. I can't remember the name of the track, but he used to ride the beat, yo, and I just used to be like, yo, this cat got flow.
He really
man.
fucked with a lot of people. Like,
yeah.
There's some other artists he rapped with. I didn't even know. Like Franco from LEP Bogus Boys. He did a song with him. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that
he
either.
rocked with a lot of people. So, yeah, man, big rest in peace. And then I like how he hated when Donald Trump got in office. He was like, he hate that his song is called that now. He don't want the, what's the name? So,
yeah, he was, you know, one of them cool vibes, cool spirits, you know. Similar to Wiz. I think that's why they, you know, used to click up so much.
Yeah.
You know, they was both on Rostrum Records. So, yeah, man, rest in peace to Mac, man.
What's one of y'all favorite tracks from him, man?
Something from, I like Donald Trump a lot. This song "Stay Right Now." I just listened to that one. That was pretty dope. Like his best album is "Waiting on Something." What was it called? Waiting. He was sitting there in front of behind the red wall. That was his best album to me. But he had a lot of features. I heard him on with Wiz, some shit with Wiz. That was dope. He had some hits, man. He wasn't superbly the best at like bars, and you know, but he gave you good music with some sensible bars. Yeah, it wasn't nothing like he had some sensible. It wasn't trash at all. He was never trash. I can say that much. But yeah, man.
Yeah, he got a song with Wiz called "Keep Floating" that I really liked. It was hella chill.
Watching movies with the sound off.
There we go.
That's the album.
That's my album.
Macadelic was good.
Oh, yeah.
Blue Slide Park.
That was the dope one too.
That's the one I got introduced to him with Blue Slide Park.
Best Day Ever.
Yeah.
Well, that was another good one. I think that was a mixtape. But that was a good one as well.
Yeah, man. So, rest in peace again, man. Mac Miller. All right. So, other than that, man, how was y'all week, man?
Cool. Back at work.
Seemed like this was a long week.
Very long.
And and we had a holiday. Was it this week we had a holiday?
Yeah, it was Monday, Labor Day.
Yeah, and it seemed like even with that extra day off, it was still like a long
week. Like an extra day for people to die.
Man.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so, and then Friday 2K and live hit. I went and got live, of course.
Yeah.
So, that's a dope game.
I got on the game, man, and I saw everybody playing 2K.
That's all you see. That's all I was seeing.
I just had to sit there and play Grand Theft Auto. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, everybody on that.
I guess live ain't built the trust up just yet, man.
It's getting there.
It's
I ran into a few people that's like, man, I'm with live from now on. I ran into a few people, so.
Yeah, I talked to one of my homies. He said, I'm about a year away from solely committing to live, but they ain't there yet.
Right.
I think that's how it is for a lot of us. Like I said myself, like I hadn't played live in quite a while, but just from talking to y'all and like seeing everything that's been, you know what I'm saying, going on with the progress of the game, you know, look like they didn't reinvested and they really trying to get it back going and be a contender in the basketball market, you know what I mean, with the 2K series. So,
and if anybody from live hears this, stop making my player play against the women on the game because they be killing my ass. And it's like, I'll be mad. I'll be trying to go at him.
Parker tearing his ass up.
It's not even them. It's people online, like women online. They just be raw as hell. And I'm like, is this a dude behind this or is this a chick? Like,
did you get Brittany Griner versus your boy?
Yeah. No, I ain't do that one yet. I need to do that one. We need to do that one. But yeah, there's been chicks out there killing me though.
Man, it's the women gamers out there, man. You know what I'm saying? They like the ball just like we do.
Yeah, it's some hoopers.
So yeah, that was a good thing, man. But you know, that is one of our topics in sports. So we're gonna hit that one, you know, a little more in depth when we get to sports. Right now, let's go ahead and jump into movies, y'all.
All right, let's jump into movies, man. Peppermint and The Nun in theaters now. You guys checking out either of those films?
Considering how I'm bogus and I still ain't saw Black Klansman, I ain't gonna check out neither of these until I finally sit my ass down and watch Black Klansman. So the plan is to go see that finally Tuesday. But as for Peppermint and The Nun, I probably would do The Nun just because I like horror movies and the attention that movie's gotten so far. But yeah, that's my spiel on those two.
Yeah, I'm gonna see both. Cause I like Tim just put me on Peppermint. I saw the trailer and it looks pretty good. I like to see that she's fighting a woman doing basically a woman version of Taken, as you say. So that'd be dope to see. But Nun, I am a horror fan as well. So I'm ready to see what they're gonna do. What they're gonna scare me.
What did you say about Peppermint? You said it was
it's
a
like
woman,
the female version of
Like
Taken.
a female version of Taken.
So,
I mean, it's by the producers of Taken, so you know it's gonna have that attachment to it. I guess you know it does look like it might be good though. I ain't gonna sit and act like it. You know, it probably can't be good.
I'm gonna check it out. The name just throws me off, but
yeah,
it might be the daughter's name or something.
Yeah, I really don't have any interest in either of them. You know, so I'm not a horror guy, nor am I familiar with this Peppermint, you know, character or movie, so to speak. So it's not something that I'll be checking for. But I mean, if it pops up, you know, I'll check it out. But I'm not, you know, looking for it.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of them typical fall movies, you know, when, you know, / late summer that the movie, you know, companies, they put out to try to get that last little bit of money they can, you know what I mean? Because it's still nice out. People ain't really ready to go in the crib right after work or school no more, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's one of them kind of joints, you know, so.
But I mean, there's ways around that situation now because you got Netflix, you know, you got movies, you can just go straight, you know, to Netflix.
That is true. And that's the you know what I'm saying, the challenge that, you know, movie makers face now if they're not gonna go and put that joint out right on Netflix, you know what I mean, trying to get people to actually go to the theaters. That's why I think the $5 day is so popular, because you go in there, that's the main day the movie pop.
Everybody at the show.
Everybody there that day.
But yeah, I don't know, if I was a director, I wouldn't mind putting my stuff on Netflix. Like, I think that's a good idea.
I think that's the way to go.
That's the way to go. I will definitely, because it's easier access. You ain't got to worry about making money as far as if hopefully somebody go pay and see this. You know, it's already there. So people randomly be like, bam, let me see what's different on here. Right. And they going to go to it because they already got it and it's $8 a month. So,
because when you you know, when you're scrolling through Netflix, you just sit on the title, it'll just play that trailer for you. Right.
Yeah.
You might get some engagement, and you know, people end up watching it.
So a good trailer out. That's the only thing you got to do.
All right. So, but what y'all think, you know, it would take for you know what I'm saying, these film companies, because they're starting to dabble now. You know what I mean? Not only do we see like Netflix produced films, you know what I mean, being released, but now you got like the Will Smith movie, the Bright movie. You know what I mean? That was kind of like the.
You didn't like it? It's horrible. Like that movie, man.
That was like one of the first forays into what you saying though, as far as like direct to the consumer. You know what I mean? Cutting the middleman out, if you will. So do you think, you know what I'm saying, this is a possibility for, like, let's just, I don't know, just throw somebody out here, Marvel for instance. Do you think it would ever become a day, or we'll ever see a day where they would say, you know what, Avengers 5, we all in with Netflix.
Nah,
I don't
not
think
that
so,
movie.
because they make so much money in theaters. Plus, they already have the Luke Cage and the Daredevil, and that franchise is already established in Netflix. So they don't really need to bring something else over, until that starts failing.
I can see them doing like a character like somebody who's not quite popular in the Marvel world, but it's a character, and then we can base a movie off of him. I can see them doing that. But as far as like the Avengers or Iron Man or Black Panther, no, that's something I can't see that one.
Okay. All right, I hear you.
But yeah, I mean, Adam Sandler, he's one of the people that's actually been making a killing.
Yeah,
with his Netflix deal.
It's over there with now, ain't it?
I don't know if it's over with. I know he's got quite a few films on there, though.
Yeah, I was about to say he got like a 5, big deal.
I think he got 5 now.
And then he got those Kevin James movies out too. Like he was producing and writing on those. So he had a big deal with them. I think.
Yeah, he making his money all over.
And that's just incredible to me how he's able to make these movies with the same people over and over. Like, it's crazy. Like, he got David Spade in every movie.
Yeah, right. And they put a David Spade movie out. The Father of the Year. That's a funny little movie. I like when movies are like that. Well, no, that guy. You got your set of crew. You know what I'm saying? You got your guys that's gonna always be there for you to do a movie with you. I like when people are like that.
And I think that's what he said. He said that's pretty much all he does is him and his friends go on vacation and they make a movie.
Just like Quentin Tarantino. You know who's finna be in a Quentin Tarantino
movie. That is like a Quentin Tarantino move, was a Spike move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Antoine Fuqua. You know what I mean? They all kind of do that same thing. You know,
I'm gonna roll with you. You got me for the movie. That's dope though. I like that.
Yeah. So keeping it Marvel, Entertainment Weekly magazine releases first photos of Brie Larson in the upcoming Marvel Studios film as Captain Marvel. Also reported that Captain Marvel will not be an origin film, and I am so excited about that. How do you guys feel about that?
Now, that part I didn't know until we was doing the topics, and you put that in there. I was like, man, I didn't know that.
Isn't it based off, like, back? Because I seen, what's his name? And he has hair on his head, so I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. Samuel L. Jackson.
Nick Fury.
So I'm pretty sure they'll have a flashback, but I think this is still in that same storyline of the Thanos.
Yeah,
it's like
they got Sam with the Tony Curtis.
Because I mean, oh man.
He got the hairpiece from the Negotiator. Y'all remember the Negotiator where he had that little wavy wig?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't. That's what I'm trying to figure.
But I mean,
it looks like it's back in the '80s or something. But you say it's not.
It didn't look like that to me. But I mean, just going in with what we know, like the in the Avengers movie, and he sent out that text
right
before they disappeared. I mean, it has to that has to be relevant,
right?
Yeah.
That's why
that's present day, so that has to be relevant.
Did y'all see that picture they had? I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit, funny.
I don't know why. I don't know. I guess with me, it just looks that way, 80s to me. That's why I thought it was going to base her origin off of where she from. And then the fact that he had hair makes me say maybe it's from back in the day. So hopefully it's not.
Maybe some flashbacks, you know what I'm saying?
It might be a flashback, like you say.
It might be some time travel involved.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? You might be.
So that they can trace back what happened.
Right.
That's
because
cool. I don't know too much about Captain Marvel, man. But
I don't either.
I know that's how Rogue got her powers.
I don't think she can time travel.
So he may get it from something.
It's got to be from somebody who didn't disappear.
Yeah.
But Captain Marvel was a guy at first, right? Or
no, it's always been a woman.
Really?
No, it was a guy.
It was a guy.
Yeah, it was actually.
It never started off as a guy.
No, it started off as a guy.
Oh, okay.
This is something I read in the comics. It started off as like her boyfriend. Oh. And he ends up dying, and she becomes.
And she takes on the mantle.
Okay. So I wonder if we'll see that.
Because the only thing I knew of her, I know from reading X-Men, that's where Rogue got her powers. Rogue absorbed her powers, and that's how she got like the superhuman strength and the flying ability and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But other than that, that's why I thought it was always a woman. I didn't know that, so like. I'm looking forward to it, man. It look like it's gonna be, just off the stills. They still ain't released the trailer to my knowledge, but off the stills, it's looking like it's gonna be a good one, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I'm not gonna look at the trailer I saw the stills, so that's enough for me.
I'm 100% looking at this trailer. Can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, these trailers be like 5 minutes, so that's a good portion of the movie. So I'm good.
Give me a 1 minute when
I feel y'all on that though, cause with the Thanos trailer, when you saw like Captain America like holding his hand and he was doing that to him, it was just kind of like, oh shit. But I like that kind of stuff. They get me excited.
I saw it one time, and I said,
that's it.
I can't see no more.
Yeah,
I can't do it anymore.
But it's like B said though, they giving you 5 important parts too. Like that was an important part of the Avengers movie when you had that moment on screen between Thanos and Captain America. So I'm looking forward to it though, y'all. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. Also, Netflix announces Narcos Mexico with Michael Pena and Diego Luna in the lead roles, will debut globally on November 16th. Now, the prior season of Narcos, one of the producers or somebody had passed away, had got killed in Mexico while they were shooting, or he was scouting locations. Obviously, that didn't play a role or stop filming for the show. So what do you guys think about them staying in Mexico and then finishing up this project?
Hopefully they got what they needed to get. Like they found out. No, not that way. Like they found out what happened. Like, okay,
they had to beef
we're doing the
security.
show. You want to go to jail? I wonder who it was too. Like, was it the cartel?
It had to be a cartel.
Like that's crazy.
Because they say they were scouting like real locations, so it's like it wasn't
that shit
fictitious.
alone. I would have left them real locations alone.
You
know what I'm saying?
Get too far to make it realistic. And it's just not that serious.
Not for that. Nah.
I'm like, I get you want to have the authentic tag on your show, but sheesh.
Yeah.
When you get to the point where your producers and people like that are in danger, like you got to take a step or two back, brother. Like you too close.
I would like to watch this one though, because my boy in it, Michael Pena. But I never seen the Narcos about Pablo, because it's like I didn't watch it because I already seen a lot of documentaries, stuff about Pablo Escobar. So it's like I didn't kind of want to watch it.
But this one kind of, the previous one kind of followed the detectives.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit more.
So you get the detective side of it a little more on this one. The other one was like straight Pablo, like you just like in the thick of it with him.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so this the previous one pretty much just go about how they went to capture him, or kill him, I should say.
Okay, I'm gonna check what I got.
I enjoyed it though, man. It's definitely dope show. My man getting to the money too, Michael Pena.
Yeah,
him and the other cat too. I can't think of his name. I'll pull it up by the time we get to that topic. But yeah, they getting the bag right now in Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, and back to like the scouting locations in Mexico. Like, there's other places you can go to make this scene look like you're in Mexico.
Right.
Because I know when they filmed the Uncle Drew film, they did most of that in Atlanta, but they made it look like they were in New York. At Rucker Park and whatnot. I've seen the court where
really?
Yeah,
I thought it was supposed to be based in Atlanta because I heard they were shooting in Atlanta.
No, it was supposed to be based in New York.
Wow.
And it looks like New York.
Yeah,
but,
wow.
Atlanta is the new Hollywood, so.
Yeah. Believe it or not, they filmed the Avengers movie in Atlanta.
Yeah.
What?
All that Marvel
all of that shit is filmed there.
A lot of movies.
So that's why Tyler Perry was trying to get his foot in the Avengers life, huh? Okay.
Yeah, like y'all could use my production.
Y'all here? Come on, man.
Tyler Perry campus is huge.
Yeah. I've seen it. Dang.
But keeping it Netflix, they also plan to release upcoming documentary, Quincy, A Life Beyond Measure. A documentary about the great music legend Quincy Jones, which is an intimate look into the life of him, and it releases September 21st.
I'm ready to see that.
Now, is this based off of just his life in general? Because I remember they did that article, and Quincy was just kind of going wild.
That's the question. That's what I want to see.
So are we going to see some of that in this? Or
I hope so. I want to see it all. I want to see it raw, uncut.
Right. I want to hear the stories when he's talking about everybody.
I know he's not going to give it all up, but if he can give up most of it, I'll be happy.
Yeah. It definitely
including himself. Don't just throw everybody else under the bus.
Right.
It kind of seemed like he gave shit a lot of it when he was having the interview. The shit he was saying, like the shit with Richard Pryor.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, he'll throw everybody else under the bus, but he won't, say nothing about himself.
He definitely did. He definitely did.
Because that motherfucker was out there too.
I've heard stories about Quincy Jones too. So
y'all think he ever gonna get a biopic?
Maybe so. I would like for them to start doing it now if they do.
Who would you
play
pick
Quincy?
to play Quincy? Yeah.
The same person that played him in Ray.
Lorenz?
Yep.
Lorenz, they played him?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, he showed he was the young Quincy with the saxophone.
Don't give him no ideas.
I can't think of nobody.
I mean, that's one of my favorite actors.
Don't give him no ideas, bro. They ain't getting you
That's
no bread.
a good choice because I can't really think of I'm trying to think of
That
somebody
would be a good one, though.
who's close to looking like Quincy.
Quincy, I mean, not Quincy. Lorenz, he does a great job of biopics and whatnot.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Like, he did a good Frankie Lyman.
Quincy would be a nice pick for that. So do the Quincy. Let's put the Quincy out there and pay my man B.
Lorenz, go ahead.
Pay my man B for that Lorenz tape.
Yeah.
Either Lorenz or Laz Alonso.
Nah.
I'm a roll.
I'm a roll with Lorenz. I can't roll with
I'm thinking from a appearance perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I think Laz looks kind of like him. I think
he too big though, right? Like,
hold on, light skinned Laz Alonso that used to be on BT.
Yep.
Nah, I can't. He too big.
Random, but Jaleesa, that's her on WCIU in the morning. They used to be on BET with Laz. Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
I'd go with Lorenz. I'd pick Lorenz.
Plus, he from the crib, man, so we're going to roll with Lorenz, man.
Yeah. Or Michael B. Jordan. So.
Now, that's what they're really doing.
We need a strong-ass Quincy.
We need a young actor that's got the hearts of everybody.
Right.
Hell no.
Yeah, they'll just throw him in there. All right. HBO announces renewing the comedy series Ballers for the 5th season and Insecure for the 4th season.
That's what's up.
No surprise there.
Is John Davis still on there? On Ballers?
Yeah, he's still on there. I think The Rock may be
heading out.
Yeah, I think he's gonna end up heading out because it's like
that's the show. I mean, how
now if he slows down with his career, cool. But it's like he has so much going on. I don't know when he's gonna head out, but I have a feeling because it's like the show is very fucking short. It's like it's 30 minutes.
That's like Rick Grimes leaving The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it is. You can't.
That's your guy.
That's the guy. But I feel like he on. It's like it's cutting short. Like why is this show so fucking short? Maybe
it's just like Entourage. Like
maybe Entourage used to be short too.
Yeah, Entourage was 30 minutes.
Okay, well maybe because they pay. You know what?
HBO
paying a lot of people.
HBO do a lot of full-hour shows though.
Yeah, because they play
most of them.
I think Insecure an hour though, ain't it?
No, it's a half hour.
Damn, why it seems so longer than?
What about Game of Thrones? Is that an hour? Or
that's
an
hour. I think that's an hour.
That has to be. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe because they run a lot of shit on Ballers. Like it be this scene, this scene, this scene, this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to talk about on Ballers. I like it a lot. So if they keep it going, keep it going. So I would hate to see The Rock go. Like you said, he's the Rick Grimes of that.
Yeah. But hey, Rick Grimes is leaving, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But congrats to both of them, for getting their shows renewed in mid-season. You know what I'm saying? Their seasons are still fairly new, like these brand new seasons that are on now. So that's a good step in the right direction for both of them.
Y'all been watching Insecure?
Yeah.
I know you haven't. Too.
No, I haven't. Right.
Me and B gonna work on the male version of Insecure.
It's complicated,
we doing the male version. It's gonna star you, Tim. Okay.
All right, I'm with it, man.
We gonna start Tim.
Don't make it star me, man.
Yeah, you gotta know.
You be like a supporting role.
You gonna be the star.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be the comic friend. You gonna be the star.
You gotta be an unforgiving, light-skinned dog nigga.
Hell no.
Wow.
So I haven't dove into Insecure this season yet. It should be coming to an end pretty soon, right?
Yeah, it's 4 episodes in, I think.
So what is it?
I mean, Power's got 2 episodes?
No, Power's got 1.
But Power got 10 episodes. They
got 10 a season.
But so it's 4, so she may have what? 3 more?
About
4 or 3 more?
I thought it was 8 a season for that.
It might be. It might be 8.
I know they usually start and end around the same time.
Yeah.
Because I was watching them both last season. So.
It's been pretty quiet on this season. It ain't been too much going on, too much craziness.
I heard Issa got a new piece on
there.
Yeah, she replaced Lawrence on there.
Nigga from Houston.
Nigga
from Houston.
Travis Scott ass nigga.
Nah. Yeah. Nah, he ain't like Travis. Nah,
Straight up.
Travis ass, I don't know. That nigga slow to me.
That
boy shoot the ball. Why you shoot the ball?
If he's slow, if he's just unathletic.
No, he's slow because he gets excited. You ever seen I hate to say this, a kid that's LD, and they win something. and they win something, and you know what I'm saying? He shoot the ball, and nigga ran all the way down the court and was excited. Like, Travis, it's only 3 points. You didn't win the game. What are you doing? Like,
because that nigga know he's not athletic. Yeah. He just accomplished something.
Maybe just a nerd who feels cool.
One day Chappelle say, "Nigga, I'm high off PCP."
You know, that might be. He probably off that coke, and that
boy had that lean in that Gatorade bottle.
That boy, that
Kanye gave him some opioids.
That shit's so funny. I saw him do all that shit. What the fuck wrong with Travis?
Tweaking, another TCT, huh?
Right. Ain't no Bun B cool. Nah, that nigga's a whole other level.
Oh, man.
All right, man. Mayans debuted on FX on Tuesday. Did y'all check it out?
I definitely I watched it today to make sure I could talk about it. You know what I'm saying, when we got to it today, man. So far so good. Did y'all watch Sons of Anarchy or ever catch that?
Nah, you know what? I'm so racist. I didn't watch it, but I'm gonna watch the Mayans because those are my people. I'm gonna watch Sons of Anarchy too. No, I'll take that. I ain't racist, but I'm gonna watch both of them.
Well, what's the Mayans about?
Mayans features the it basically puts the Mayans who were in Sons of Anarchy in the driver's seat, and this show is about them. Now, originally, I think when they first announced this show, it was supposed to be some sort of a prequel, but from what I saw on this first episode, it looks like, okay, this is what the Mayans was doing during the time of you know what I'm saying, the Sons of Anarchy show. So, like, you had Gemma, who was Peggy from Married with Children, you know, fame. She, you know what I'm saying, Easter egg, she's in this episode, just, you know, on a brief cameo. But so this basically is like, all right, while the Sons of Anarchy was doing their thing, this is what the Mexicans had going on over here, you know what I'm saying, with this charter. So it stars this new cat. I've never heard of him, J.D. Pardo. He's the prospect in the show.
He looks like the guy from Snowfall to me.
Maybe, but
the wrestler.
Yeah.
His name is Ezekiel Reyes in the show. And then they got the OG. They went and got the OG, Edward James Olmos.
Oh, that's the man.
They went and got him for the. He plays J.D. Pardo's father in the show. Then, of course, you know, if you watch Sons of Anarchy, you saw Emilio Riviera. He plays Marcus Alvarez. He was a reoccurring character on Sons of Anarchy. Then, let's see.
No Danny Trejo.
No Danny Trejo. Not yet.
No Danny Trejo, man. Hold on now.
No Danny Trejo, but we got my man Maurice Comte, which he was in Narcos. He was the general in Narcos, the one that ended up getting killed by Pablo. And then, you know, he was on Power. You know, the Hernandez.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, they got the head chopped off. Bad, him.
Oh, okay.
So he out here getting the bag, man. But so far, so good. Show seems like it's going to be good, man. It's got some typical tropes. I see some similarities in it from Sons, but it looks like it's going to have its own approach,
right? Which
is good. Because Sons was so up and down. You know, you would have some really good episodes, and you have some really bad episodes.
They got Carmelo on there, too.
You know?
I know I was at work, and the Spanish guys at work, they was hyped up about it. Like, yeah, you gonna watch that? This is coming out. I said, it's dope to see, man. They got that show. So I wonder if they're gonna do a black one now, like the black biker.
I mean, they do have some black bikers in the story. I can't remember what the names are called.
Own gang or they
their own gang, but they all affiliated. I think they call it Grim Reapers or something like that, or Reapers on there. But you know, I guess if the Mayans is popular, we might see the African American spinoff of.
How many seasons was?
Sons was maybe 5 seasons, I want to say.
So they could do that, do 5 of them, and then go to the black.
Yeah, it just all really depends on if people
Asian
watch
bikers.
It or not.
Yeah,
you know, and FX, shout out to FX, man, because they
got some good shows.
Yeah, they got and they're investing in not just one particular what I mean. What's the word I'm looking for here? Like, it ain't just like, we're just trying to get the white viewers. Like, they got something for the whites, you know what I mean? They got something for the brown people now. Yeah. They got something for the blacks, we got Atlanta over there, Mm-hmm. So, but FX has always had some pretty decent shows. They had Nip Tuck back in the day, so.
That was good. I never watched it.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good show.
It was about just surgery, right?
A little bit. That's like a piece of it. But it's like some other stuff going on up under it. You know what I mean? But it was a good show.
Okay.
So I highly recommend, if y'all into motorcycles, and Latina women, go ahead and check out Mayans, man.
Yeah, is it anything like Biker Boys?
Hell no.
That's how the black. That's how our show gonna be.
I ain't watch that shit.
They smoke.
Yeah, they want to go get Eric LaSalle and Larry Fishburne, not Lawrence. Larry. We need Larry.
I hated Biker Boys. That's the gayest movie in the world.
Biker Boys was dope.
What was the one with Ice Cube?
Crazy.
Ice Cube had his.
That was in that too, wasn't it? Wasn't it Biker Boys?
Was it Biker Boys? Torque. Or no,
Torque. Torque.
Yeah.
All that shit was weak. I hate new motorcycles. That's what I think it was. I like
Torque had like the.
I like the Harley Davidsons and shit.
Torque was like a fake ass. It was Fast and Furious for motorcycles.
That shit was
corny. Yeah, Biker Boys had a good cast.
It did though. Luke, you had Luke. What was his name?
Derek Luke.
Yeah,
no. P. Diddy? No, that shit was weak.
You don't like Derek Luke, bro?
I only like Derek Luke as Booby Miles. That's the only time I like Derek Luke.
Derek Luke was good in Antoine. He was good in everything.
Antoine Fisher was a good movie.
He's pretty solid to me, man.
He's been good in
But his best role was Booby Miles. I don't like him in shit else. Diddy, he was a weird fucking Diddy. And Diddy just loved him so much.
He bodied that role. He didn't look like Diddy.
Diddy ain't act like that, man.
Hey, what about Derek Lucas Blade?
No.
Yeah, he's not. I don't. Yeah.
He can't be Blade.
Derek Lucas, the principal from 13 Reasons Why. Stay the principal from 13 Reasons Why. His whole look changed. Right. Like, he a whole other guy now.
But he was good in there too.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He's that type of guy now. I don't want to see him in nothing hardcore. Like, be a principal. Stay in any movie you can do. Be in a Disney TV show or some shit. Don't do nothing.
He was good in Biker Boys.
Stand him, still strong.
Right. Everybody was good in there.
Yeah.
Fishburne, Luke, Sally Richardson was in there.
Yeah, she sure was. I forget. Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying? What's my man from Drumline? The drum instructor.
The nigga with the bald head?
Orlando
Jones was in there.
That movie sucked now. Orlando Jones, what?
Everybody was dope.
He was funny on Mad TV, and that's it. That's the only thing for Orlando Jones. And that fucking Dennis Rodman movie he was in. Well, no, the movie with Eddie Griffin. That was good.
Double Take?
Yeah, Double Take was
hell no, that movie
Double Take was raw, G. That was raw as hell. It was funny as hell.
Okay, you don't like Biker Boys, but you like Double Take.
No, Double Take is raw.
And that's on record.
Anybody listening, go watch Double Take and come back with a question.
That's on record. Please, people, call in 872-307.
Watch Biker Boys
and tell gas station P how insane he sounds.
Watch Biker Boys and Double Take. You tell me which one was
better. He doesn't like Biker Boys.
I'll watch Double Take.
And All Def had a crazy ass song on Biker Boys.
That's probably the only good thing about that movie.
And the movie was good.
Okay, we're gonna take it to IMDb. Biker Boys got a 4.6 out of 10. Now let's see what Double Take.
You was hoping to say 5.
Let's see what Double Take. Let's see what Double Take got.
Straight 9 out of 10.
If it does, it's because it's Dennis Rodman.
No, I don't think 5 point. No, this is the wrong Double Take. This was the Orlando and Eddie Griffin.
That's the one. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the one you're talking
about.
Yeah. Oh, B 5.5.
Oh, Double Take.
IMDb is always wrong.
No, it's not.
Only Rotten Tomatoes.
They wrong. They super wrong. Shit.
Always wrong.
They just started. You can't go to the IMDb for decades.
Oh no.
They probably got Forrest Gump as like an 8.0 out of 10. That's an 11 out of 10.
Exactly. Yeah, I gotta agree with him on that. With
there
Forrest.
We go. 5. Let's go. Orlando Jones, Eddie Griffin. Let's get that bag.
How you gonna shout out Orlando Jones? He's in Biker Boys.
He wasn't good in Biker Boys. That's what I'm saying. He was terrible in Biker Boys. He's good at Double Take.
Oh my
and
God.
Mad TV. He's good at what he knows.
Had my man Timo Cruz in there.
No. He ain't a boxer. No, hell no. That sounds like a boxer name. I don't even know who Timo Cruz is.
From Coach Carter.
That's like saying Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift was the best Fast and Furious ever.
It wasn't, though.
Right, but that's like saying
it had good parts in there.
It wasn't shit good. What, Bow Wow?
Yeah, Bow Wow was in there.
Dude, country ass in Japan. Like, why is this country ass in Japan? All right, man, let's go to the next topic. We on this shit.
I don't want to get riled up, man. Jim Carrey is in the new series Mr. Pickles on Showtime, sort of kind of like Mr. Rogers, but with real life issues. What do you guys think about?
I don't know if y'all saw it. I checked. I saw it, and I said, "Damn, this is gonna be good." He's like a Mr. Rogers character. He's doing stuff for kids. Got his show. Sesame Street, whatever, type stuff like that.
Does he sit down and like take your shoes?
No, he don't do all that.
Shoe at a time.
No, he don't do all that. But
or to the other hand.
No, he ain't doing that. But that's what his show is about.
Okay.
And then after that, he goes home. He deals with divorce, death, kids growing up being badasses, shit like that. And it's turning him into a person where he's not that Mr. Rogers guy anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it may, I don't know, it may affect him on the show that he does. You know what I'm saying? So it may affect him, and he goes off and loses the job. I don't know, but that's what it basically shows is about. And it looks like it's pretty good. I like to see Jim Carrey back.
That sounds good.
He's always been, you know what I'm saying? And
essentially, you saying basically he has to go to work and put on a mask every day.
Right. So he's silly and then he's serious. So it's good to see Jim Carrey in his silly and serious mode.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How y'all feel about Jim Carrey doing serious roles? Because, I love him when he's in his comedic bag, but when he does serious roles, it's like it's always some super dark shit.
Yeah, because what was that movie?
23.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I think it's just something that he believes in, that people just wouldn't get. Because just watching the Seinfeld Netflix show, Getting Coffee with Comedians, he was on there. Jim Carrey was on there.
I gotta check
that
out.
You get to get an introspective, see of how he is, in real life.
Okay.
So he's very, intellectual. He does a lot of paintings and drawings. He got a bunch of stuff in his crib that he done did, and it's refreshing to see, stuff like that, with somebody like him.
And he's probably I'm tired of being the funny man. You know what I'm saying? After a while, I don't want to be that guy no more. So this is a show that shows where he can be his funny self and also show you his serious side.
I get that, and I feel like actors or comedic actors, like him, like Robin Williams. I do think they do get typecast and they end up doing a lot of silly ass movies, but they can deliver something a lot. You know what I'm saying? Right. More serious, and they can do a drama role. And they say that about comedians. Comedians are normally a lot of people that suffer from depression of some sort, or they, you know what I mean, they just have a dark side to them. So it ain't that I don't like when he go into that bag. It's just it be a super darkness. It's like a stark difference in him on Pet Detective versus him on like you said 23, or him on Man on the Moon or something like that. You know what I mean?
He got another movie that's dark. He's supposed to be a detective, and he's supposed to be solving a crime or something like that. And the dude he's doing it with is a crazy ass criminal, and he becomes dark with him. So it's seeing him do dark, he does dive into it deeply. Let me just be in this type of role. So he never found. But what was it called?
Which one?
The Man on the Moon. Yeah. That was kind of more into a real life person situation. But yeah, I love to see actors do that. Like when Robin Williams did that. What was it? Photo booth? Or 1 hour photo.
1 hour photo. Yeah.
1 hour photo. That was dope. You never thought you would see Robin Williams, but we so used to seeing the person be silly. Then we take him as a serious role. It's what the fuck?
Yeah, and that was his thing. He was depressed about that a lot because he, he was typecast as the funny guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he wanted to do so much more. You know what I mean? With movies, he wanted more of those serious type of roles, and he was depressed in because of that, because he couldn't get the roles that he really wanted because of the typecast.
I'm pretty sure at the beginning of their career they worked on doing serious shit. Some people go to Juilliard Arts and all that and be in
and I think Robin Williams went to film school and all that kind of stuff.
He probably was doing serious shit then, but we know you as the funny man more.
Right. We know you as Mrs. Doubtfire. We know you from Mork and Mindy. So,
right.
Same thing with Jerry. You know what I mean? We see him on Jim, excuse me, but we see him in Living Color. Ace Ventura and these kind of things. Dumb and Dumber. But from what you said though, I'm definitely interested. I got to try to check that out.
All right. What else we got here? Cicely Tyson finally gets an Oscar at the age of 93.
That's terrible.
Might I say she looks very good for 93.
What she get an Oscar for?
I think it's just I don't know if she's getting one for actual work. I just think it's
just an honorary joint.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, see, I thought it was an Oscar for something.
I don't think she's been in anything recently.
She should have been got a damn Oscar.
She's been in some Tyler Perry joints, but that was some years ago.
I think Cicely Tyson lied about her age.
She
no way you're 93 and nothing's wrong with you.
Cicely Tyson, the vampire.
Yeah, she look all.
She don't eat or something. She drink water faithfully. Like, she never tasted Kool-Aid at all.
Black don't crack, man.
This is true, man.
93. Shout out to Cicely Tyson, though.
Cicely,
man.
a.k.a. Lestat. Interview with the vampire.
Yeah, Jada Pinkett mom looking good, too. She gotta be close to 70. She gotta be close to 70.
Jada's been like 50.
She looking better than Jada. Shit.
Yeah, she is. That's a good looking. When they pause on the guys, but when they all get age, they gonna stay looking like vampires. They gonna look young. Still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With them, with that family. I don't know what it is, man. It's that money, that Hollywood money, something.
It's that box water, man.
Right. Yeah. They do
switch it up.
And unfortunately, to end this on a somber note, Danny Antonucci, the creator of the cartoon Ed, Edd n Eddy, passed away at 61 this week. And also, the Hollywood legend Burt Reynolds passed away at 82.
Man.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Rest in peace, man.
Cop and a half.
Right. You know, I always thought Burt Reynolds was Ryan Reynolds' dad.
It's easy to. I can see why you do it.
You know what? He's an asshole, Ryan Reynolds. He made people think that. Mm-hmm. He actually was telling people, "Yeah, that's my father," and he was doing it. And then it came out, no, his actual dad is somebody else. Who it is? Like, he actually made everybody think Burt Reynolds was his father. I'm like, this guy is funny.
So, you got a favorite Burt Reynolds flick?
Smokey and the Bandit, Cop and a Half.
I remember Cop and a Half the most,
and The Longest Yard.
And The Longest Yard. And Boogie Nights.
Oh, yeah, he was the born. That's my favorite fucking movie.
Even though they say
that's my favorite movie.
Yeah, they say he hated Boogie Nights. But
really?
Yeah. But,
Boogie Nights was the shit.
Yeah, Boogie Nights. I enjoyed him in those three for sure.
I forgot he was in Boogie Nights.
Yeah. In the original Longest Yard, he was in that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was Adam Sandler's character.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that was cool that they reprised that film and put him, made him a part of it.
Yeah, and they did a good job on reprise. Yeah. They didn't just fuck it up. They did it real good.
So, rest in peace to those gentlemen. And that's movies.
That is movies. All right, we're going to get right into this music thing, y'all. We had a lot of releases. Some of these people I don't know. Some of them I've at least heard of, but I didn't care to check the material out. New music from YBN. It's called YBN The Mixtape. Russ released Zoo.
These dudes is trash, bro.
Who is YBN? No, YBN is them three boys, right?
Yeah.
One of them is dope. He's like the J. Cole of the group.
Okay.
He's the one with the braids that's like dripping down the web, dripping down.
Okay.
But he's
that's
the dope.
Like half the rap industry right now.
But if you look at he's YBN Cadero or something like that.
Okay. Young Boy Never Broke. He put out For Loyalty EP. Some cat named Suicide Boy. His now this title, y'all ready for this? I Want to Die in New Orleans. Yeah. Then we got something from the legend Lenny Kravitz, who Raised Vibrations, and then the iconic, the old, you know what I'm saying, old man McCartney. OG. Paul McCartney. He puts out Egypt Station.
I like the name of that.
Yeah. So out of all of those, definitely going to check out that Lenny, and I'm definitely going to check out the Paul.
Yeah, I'd say no doubt.
Yeah, you know, I'm just going to show my age with that one, and I'm going to stick with what I know on this list.
I listen to that guy Russ. He's kind of decent.
I've heard of Russ, but I've never listened to any.
Russ looks like a painter. I wouldn't have like, when I looked at him, I said, "What the fuck is this?" Like, and I see he look like he can paint his ass off.
Now, the first time I heard of Russ, I know him and Joe Budden had some sort of war of words during the Everyday Struggle days, but other than that, I've never had heard of the guy before that.
He's decent.
I still never heard of him. So.
Oh wow!
This is my first time.
He got some song called the Flute Song. That's like supposed to be the single off that album too.
Okay,
it's pretty good. I'm not gonna say this is the next hot white guy, but
he do look like a painter. Like he got the long hair. You know what I mean?
His name should be Ruben.
Shia LaBeouf beard. You know.
So here, G-Eazy.
Yeah.
No, G-Eazy. No, he's not nowhere near G-Eazy. He's a painter. Shit, he looks like he hangs out with Basquiat and shit like that. That's what he looks like.
All right, so with those new releases, those full-length releases, T.I. put out two new singles yesterday, which was Friday. First one is titled Wraith, featuring Yo Gotti, and the other one is Hefe. I think I said that right. With Meek Mill.
I thought it was Jeffy.
Grand hustle, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So you're black.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Jeffy.
So, what did y'all think, man? Did y'all get a chance to get into those two?
I heard Rafe. I didn't hear Jeffy.
I checked out Jeffy.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I like Jeffy the most. I think even though they say El Jefe in the song, but
right, yeah. Definitely Jefe.
I enjoyed that one the most, but the Rafe joint is decent too. You know, I thought it was gonna be a surprise album, but he just put the 2 singles out.
Yeah, decent to do is like, oh, T.I. with the surprise.
Yeah, I you know, because I'm a big T.I. fan, man. You know what I mean?
I don't even think I've listened to any T.I. in the last 4 years.
Oh wow!
Has he put anything out in the last week?
Yeah.
He's got an album I think called Us Over Them or something like that.
Oh yeah,
He put those out.
I didn't hear that at all.
Those EPs. Then the last 2 full-length albums he did. One was called Trouble Man. Heavy as the Head, and
that was within 4 years.
Was Paper Trail before that?
Paper Trail was before that, yeah. Or No Mercy was before that. One of them.
I never heard No Mercy.
And then the other one was what was that one called? Something with paper in it. But I didn't really care for that one. Paperwork, maybe. But
I'm so used to T.I. trying to be the new Bill Cosby shit. I forgot all about him making music.
Wait, what does that mean?
Not the pill slipping Bill Cosby, the TV show with the family.
Oh, yeah.
No, with the family. You know, he got his family show.
Yeah, he get into the bag in Tinseltown, but you know he dabbles in that music every now and again when he needs to.
Yeah, the last thing I heard from him was when he did with Kanye on that song, Us Against Them or something like that.
Yeah, Us or Else. That's what the little EP was called. Us or Else, Letter to the System. Paperwork is what the other one was.
I didn't hear either of those.
Yeah, and then like I said, Trouble Man was the other one. Trouble Man was solid. Trouble Man reminded me a lot of
it was like a 70s joint, wasn't it?
I mean, it had the 70s like cover, excuse me, like a Superfly type cover or whatever. But it was solid album, very solid album.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get born. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna land right on to Gas Station P, main man, Mr. West, Kanye West. Yeah, he lands the creative director gig for the Pornhub Awards in 2018. He also performed with Tiana Taylor in San Francisco. And last but not least, he released
whack ass video,
whack ass song.
What's the name of it, y'all?
I don't even know. I love it.
And then to wrap it up, Kanye apologizes to Drake. Sucker move or a man move? Now that was a lot. So first things first, Pornhub Awards. What y'all think?
That was cool. I would
freaky ass. It's already on record that he used to be addicted to porn, right. So, you know.
That was cool, though. I would have liked to do some shit like that. So
you know how girls
and he made merch. He made merch for it. That motherfucker had shirts.
Big ass flip flops?
No, it was like t-shirts that had like a painted picture of a woman naked or something, and it was like Maya Miguel, whatever her fucking name was. It said
porn actress.
Porn actress, and her name, and then it said best blowjob, like underneath, and then it had another person that said best cum shot. Like it was cool. Like it was a cool shirts, but
wow.
I wonder how they landed on. Yeah, let's get Kanye West to be the creative
from
director.
him saying it on Jimmy Kimmel. Remember? He watches Pornhub. So they probably said, "Hey, you want to come on and do this?"
Hit that extended branch to him.
He said, "Why not?"
Interesting. So, it seemed like it was a lot of tension with Ye and Tiana Taylor initially with the Keep That Same Energy album. And now we, fast forward a couple months since that released, and we see him, come out on stage and perform with him. So, perform for her, excuse me. So, what y'all think about that?
That's cool. You got to.
First off, her freaky ass, man.
Not all day they couldn't say the shit they wanted to say.
Yeah,
she a freak me. She a freaky me.
And it came out of nowhere because I know she loved, like on the show, she is into Iman Shumpert.
Yeah.
She loves her husband. And I didn't think she was like that until this album came out. I'm like, damn.
She like really into dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw her pulled Drea, what's her name? Drea Michelle on stage the other day. And did a little strip thing for her. I was like, okay.
That's what it was?
Yeah. It was on Snapchat. Yeah, it was on Snapchat. And I just saw the little outfit she had on. I said, I said, man, I'm jealous right now.
Yeah, Iman just scored big time. He might not get the burn that he needs in the NBA, but he burning at the crib.
He definitely. I'd be nailing.
Working out, he getting back to that bag. Like,
I saw him trying to play. Yeah,
he said, I got my shit back together. Baby,
scrimmage on.
And that's the thing. Like, he's not a bad player. He just ain't getting the shot that he needs to get.
Right.
Yeah,
and that was due to injury, I think.
No, it's because he's always been behind like Melo or LeBron.
yeah.
He was in New York.
Because he can perform. He can definitely put some numbers on the board when you get an opportunity.
Yeah.
I think if he was to go somewhere like,
you want sparkling or still? Are you trying to act like you was drinking sparkling water?
I'd like to see him go to like New
You're
Orleans.
such a fucking, I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick
Chicago boy.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck.
We always talk about other Chicago boys coming back to the crib. What about them coming back to the crib, man?
I'm a sick fuck.
If Dunn don't show up, I can see it. But
He may like being here.
How you start a family, the condom slipped up.
Yeah, he got him a good one with Tiana. Like,
Yeah, man.
they got a good life
You
together.
better keep that same energy.
Right. Save that shit going.
That's that one you keep that same energy with. Dig? I'm Ron Burgundy. Alright. And Mr. West, you know what I'm saying, he broke down and said, yo, Aubrey, I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? All the trouble was going on.
what is he apologizing for?
Yeah, what was it actually about?
I'm about to see if I still got it. It was a bunch of what happened going on with the beef and shit. He was basically saying, I never told Pusha to do this. I never would have let that happen. You know, you've been a real good guy to me and shit like that. And we was they settled something with Kid Cudi house. Something that went down. They had settled it, and then Pusha T pops up and do this, and he's like, Kanye was feeling like, I'm so sorry what's been going on. He's basically on a apology run, I think. And he don't want that to keep going on. I want to be your friend again. So I think that's what it was. But he said he basically on both of their sides, like, both of y'all my guys. I can't choose between whatever. But I want to say I'm sorry to what he said. I never gave him information about your son being this way, and I just want to squash the beef. Leave this alone. Let's be back friends again, basically. So that's what it was. And he was saying he want to go see his tour. Here you go. He said, sending good energy and love to Drake and family and crew. I haven't seen this show in person, and the images look incredible. I understand where the confusion started. It's like a lot of shit. I don't want to read it all, but it's just what it is, and then stepping on his release date. He said he apologized for doing that, and he just wanted to know it a certain way, but he apologized for that as well. And
I mean, at the end of the day, it make more sense for Drake and Kanye to be on the same page, be collaborators, and get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just musically, you know what I mean, with the fashion stuff,
Right.
They can collaborate on that aspect too. I always felt like Drake kind of inherited that beef that Pusha T had, which was the beef with initially Lil Wayne and Birdman. Right. You know what I mean? And Drake just was, like a casualty of that, because and he rightfully so was supposed to ride for his man. Lil Wayne put him on, so he's supposed to ride. You know what I mean? But I always felt like that's what that was. And that could be cleared up, you know what I mean? But Drake was kind of messy too, bringing dude's wife up. You don't bring nobody's wife up, man.
Right.
And Pusha's one of those guys, I do really feel like, he was a part of that life. I don't think, his stuff is, fictitious, so.
That's debatable to me.
Really?
Well, to me, I heard it was really mostly the family. He was
his brother, maybe? I heard
it was mostly the family.
I heard it was Malice more than anything.
These niggas came out in 2002. How old is Terrence now?
40-something.
They definitely in their 40s.
Yeah, he's 40.
I don't know if he's 40. I think he might still be in his 30s. But with that being said, when they came out, when Clips came out, he was still relatively young. I would say probably about 20, 21.
Nah, he wasn't 21. If he's 40-something now,
I think he
Push was like 28, probably around that time.
I don't know, because Malice is older. Malice is probably 4 years older than them. So Malice was probably
that's what I'm saying.
26.
I'm gonna see if I can pull his age up.
They did. He was a part of it, but he was
probably there, but he
wasn't in it like they was.
You know what I'm saying? He was probably the rapper. He was trying to get on as rapper.
So according to Google, Pusha T is 41.
Okay.
It says he was born May 13th, 1977.
So he was a part of that shit. Just like how it is with my family. I seen all my uncles and them do it. And I can go off and rap about it, but no, I didn't live that life. You know what I'm saying? I know they did the shit more than anything. So I know it, I seen it, and I think that's what Pusha is kind of Pusha May dabbled in this shit, you know.
But he fuck around and talk.
Okay.
Like he was Pablo out here.
Now Malice, Gene Thornton
But you know what?
is 46.
He's 46.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's a guy that does work with Charlemagne. He's from VA. He said them niggas was really out there in VA. Like he said they was putting in work. They was the top notch niggas in VA. They used to do shit for the hood. Like they'll open up a movie theater and everybody go see the movies and do shit for school kids and backpack. Them was like the Nicky Barnes. They was like Nicky Barnes and them giving the turkeys out type shit like that. They was the Nino Browns and the NVA. They said they was them niggas out there.
Okay.
The Clips family. They was doing the shit. So I can see why he talks about it. I don't know. The Thorntons. This is what they call
Yeah. So I mean that's
I mean, and I'm not trying to throw dirt on their name or anything, but I mean, obviously this nigga hasn't done that shit since.
Right, yeah. We know that.
But
to be continuing.
But it's 20 years later and he's still talking about it like it happened yesterday.
That's all he knows,
so,
man.
But it's not, though. That's what I'm saying.
That's all he cares.
That's all he wants to know.
You ready for conscious push?
Not even. Just,
That's Malice. That's why they twins.
I'm ready for a different push.
Yeah.
I don't think Push
me into another direction.
I think Push.
But that's why I say
Push gave us the difference, Push, and nobody liked it.
At 41, you should be like giving the game up now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly. Alone in Vegas. That's the lane he should be in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear
Fear
you.
God lane. That's where he should be in.
Okay.
I hear you.
I thought you were trying to say like the Ma don't love her. Don't listen to her. Oh, that Bush.
That never should have existed.
That shit that Pharrell was trying to tell me something.
Not it.
Pharrell, they was Philly Most Wanted then with that song. That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah, shout out to Philly's Most Wanted.
Yeah, man. All right. So moving on from Mr. West, we're gonna get into, you know what I'm saying. I'm sure these B-boys right here. You know what I mean. Black Thought,
Hey,
Fontillo, aka Fonte, and Rhyme Fest are forming a hip hop supergroup.
What you think, B?
What you think, man?
I don't know why Ron Fest is a part of this, but Black Thought and Fonte, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be some hot fire.
I never thought Rhyme Fest was cold.
Ron Fest isn't bad. I don't have a liking to him.
Yeah.
I prefer him more as a writer, I suppose, because he did a lot of writing for Kanye initially. A lot of people don't know that.
Brand new.
Him as an artist ain't really my thing, but
Get some Fonte going real quick.
But I'm looking forward to that, though, man. Just those two names, Black Thought and Fonte. Yeah, man. I was sealed.
Fonte was with Slum Village, right?
Fonte was with Little Brother.
His little brother, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Little
And
brother.
then Foreign Exchange.
Yeah. Now you got the foreign exchange thing going. Yeah.
This is my shit right now.
Knife Wonder, man. This is why Knife Wonder is amazing, man.
Knife Wonder is a legend.
So I'm definitely looking.
Produce you niggas under the table.
Man, with the Fruity Loops.
Right. That shit.
Then throw Rhapsody on the track, killing everybody.
Man.
Did she ever rap to this? She should rap to this.
I don't know, but he produced the album.
I like
Yeah,
Phil rap.
yeah. She could definitely do something on this. I could definitely hear her spitting on it. Yeah, man, but they are doing a super group, man. So looking forward to that, definitely. I don't know if that's gonna come out this year though.
I wonder which Fonte we gonna get though. We gonna get Foreign Exchange Fonte or we gonna get Little Brother?
He got to go in that Little Brother bag. Like I can't see him doing that super duper smooth.
I never heard the Foreign Exchange.
He as of recently, maybe as of like 2010, he really got into like his singing bag.
Yeah.
It was like some. Is this a white guy that produced all the tracks?
Nicolay.
Yeah. And he Fonte just get on there. He either rap or he sings. That's why I say Drake kind of bid Fonte completely. So that's where he gets all his. I didn't say he started it, but Drake definitely took it and ran with it.
Man. So yeah, we're gonna be looking forward to that. Moving on from those three gentlemen, we're gonna get right to Mr. Quavo dropping that solo album soon, man. What y'all think about the Migos frontman finally saying, "Yo, I'm finna get out here and show everybody I can do this on a solo tip"?
Good luck, nigga. Migos work because it's three of y'all, and y'all all bring something different to the table.
Can't nobody see me right now.
Yeah, they can see you.
can't see me getting busy.
PM here getting busy to the
Quavo, I don't think it's gonna be. Look, Quavo, give me 8 songs, 10 songs. Don't give me a fucking 25 song album. Give me 8 to 10 songs. I think it'll be decent. Because Quavo has that voice, and I really think Quavo gonna go a different route. I think he gonna sing a lot too. I really think he gonna sing. G.
The only way this is really gonna work, he's gotta have a feature on every song.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I think he's coming out this month.
He said September.
You're right, B. You're right. It has to have a feature on every song. He can't. I don't see him with
carry a song.
Maybe one song, but not like a whole album. No.
Now, imagine he does have another Quavo Huncho album coming out too. So with Travis,
so with 21 Savage is actually pretty decent. DJ Holiday.
I'm a Migos fan. I get what B's saying 100%. You know what I mean? The three of them make it work. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see if he can pull this off by himself. But if it do, hey, like I'm with Pito, excuse me. No more than 10 songs.
Yeah.
No more than 10 songs.
But they're gonna give us 28.
You know how he do. But 28. But with him doing the Quavo Huncho, you don't gotta do all that for that solo, bro. Just give us 10. Y'all gonna give us about 20 anyway, because that other one was kind of long, wasn't it? Like 13 to 20 songs.
What
that first Quavo Huncho?
No, it was a decent. It was like 13. I think it was a decent amount.
Okay. So if you don't need to put all that out there, bro.
If he do 13, he gonna do like B said, well, everybody sing or features.
And that feature thing is a definite possibility because he featured on everybody's thing right.
You know, I really want to hear him with 2 Chainz. I want to hear him with 2 Chainz have a song on there.
Yeah, they normally have.
I like them together. I want to see them too.
So I'm looking forward to it. Alrighty, what's next on the docket? We're gonna move on from Quavo to what's going on with our mans, y'all. Ty Dolla $ign.
Man,
Ty Dolla $ign was arrested at he was in Atlanta airport, right? I believe so.
Yeah.
He was at the airport though, and he was arrested for weed and coke.
Mr. Horses in the stable.
You know what I'm saying? Where the horses was at?
That's my new shit now.
Horses was supposed to be carrying that.
Right.
What's going on, man?
That shocked me. I mean, it doesn't shock me that he's doing coke, but it shocked me that he got caught.
I mean, I know.
Ty Dolla $ign, man.
It shocked you that he got caught.
You Ty Dolla, you don't get caught.
You be lying up to yourself if you didn't think Ty was on something.
Right. I knew the nigga was on
He on something, but to get caught with it,
LA.
it's like, man, bro, like what's going on? But Ty, you gotta clean it up, man. And the other guy, I didn't put that on the docket. I forgot that happened too. T-Pain got caught with a gun at the airport. Yeah.
What the fuck they bringing guns to the airport?
I don't know.
Juelz Santana finna get fucking life or something. They trying to give his ass like
at least 20.
What is wrong with y'all?
I don't know.
He just recently got caught with a gun.
Yeah, recently just got caught with a gun.
Come on, T-Pain.
I think
You just
T-Pain-
released all your music. What you
I think
doing?
he got caught in Vegas. I ain't 100% sure, but y'all gotta quit being messy, man. Get y'all a person in whatever city y'all hitting that can deliver y'all stuff y'all
My
need.
thing is, Tim, why do you niggas need guns in the airport?
That I don't know.
T-Pain. You're not a thug ass dude. G, like, what are you doing?
Trying to, unless it's something like alluded to what B said a couple of weeks ago when we was talking about the Juelz thing. Like, unless y'all really not getting to it like that, you're giving us this perception that okay, I'm kicked up, whatever. But you still got the bang on you. Like
T-Pain might be one of them niggas that popular.
or he probably just could have forgot that it was in there. But I mean, once you forget, you get caught. There's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about
Carrying
it.
no gun. When we make it, I'm not carrying a gun. Okay, whatever security we got.
Well, we podcasters, we shouldn't have to carry no gun.
Nah, we gonna have to.
Why we gotta carry guns?
These hoes is crazy.
You about to shoot up some females, bro?
Hey, come at me, bro. I shoot them legs off. Shoot them in the knees. That's all.
Alrighty. Okay, so moving on from Mr. Ty Dizzle, we're gonna jump right into young boy NBA admitting that he has herpes. Yeah, man, I don't really know what to say about that. But if you was a celebrity, would you put it out there that you got the H-bomb on your back? I mean, you got everybody throwing it at you. I would think you gonna let these young ladies know what's going on before you go and slide in. But
I mean, the way he did it, like it was like I would rather you publicly came out and say, "Hey, I'm NBA Youngboy," or whoever it was. I have herpes. I want to make sure everybody protect themselves. You said it in the song, so it's like you hanging out with this nigga this whole time. You never told me until you released this fucking album, man. Like, what are you doing? I've been smoking weed with you. Like, what are you doing?
right,
We've been snorting coke together, G. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's crazy to me.
like legit. If we was to get to a certain status with this thing, I wouldn't sleep with none of them women. Like, none of them IG models, none of these up-and-coming singers, like, I wouldn't sleep with none of them. Because, no, you're not going to give me the H-bomb because you've been sleeping with NBA Youngboy.
Right.
Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not rolling.
That's scary.
Man, if I'm on, I need a list of the women that he touched.
Facts. But at the same time, it was never confirmed. But remember, old girl, a couple months back was saying Usher had it.
Right.
So I need a list of who Usher touched too.
I'm still happy that he at least said the shit though.
But you know,
man, these girls is out here putting it out there. You know, they being open. Like the chick, Brittany Renner, she out here telling folks, you know, she got quite a few bodies under her belt, especially since she done got IG famous.
Yeah, I heard. I saw that IG story she put out.
Yeah, she did everything except name the niggas.
Yeah. Oh, I had me a baseball player.
Hold on,
basketball player.
Brittany Renner. Who is that? The chick, she doing like the soccer videos.
Show me her. I ain't seen her.
You never know her.
She probably been in the group chat a couple times.
Yeah, definitely.
No, she mixed. She black and white.
I never see this. Damn, she putting everybody out there?
She ain't put nobody out there, but no, she the one that messed with Tekashi recently.
She was messing with him?
Show me her. I'm thinking.
And then they got a video where she alluded to like a sex tape.
Wow. Okay, I gotta find her.
She out here, and I used to take a liking to her a little bit, but now she's just wild as hell. She BlvdAve,
I mean, yeah, but the way, like I say, the way he brought it out was like
it wasn't nothing.
No, it was something because he was sad, but it was like, nigga, why the fuck you didn't been tell me this type of shit? You know what I'm saying? It was like he rapping.
So he had it for a while.
He spin his bars and he was like, herpes in my system and it's driving me crazy. Like, dude, what? Like, if I was in the studio, I'm like, huh? Say what again? Excuse me, say what? Excuse me, say what? Like, nigga, you got herpes and we just smoking? Don't do that shit, G.
Yeah, no, man, I ain't rolling with it.
That's your blunt. You keep that. I'm gonna roll me another.
Right, all that. You hold it down. No, I don't want none of that.
I don't want none of that lean, brother. Keep that with you.
No, that's your cup. That's your
Show cup, show blunt. We Gucci.
And then this girl came out and was like, you know, at least he admitted it. You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean nothing, bro.
No, this is what she said. At least he admitted it instead of y'all saying it and finding out about it and, you know, tearing them down. That's how she was saying.
It's just as bad, though.
Yeah. Either way, it's like, I mean, I'm happy he admitted it, but I'd rather you fucking made it commercial.
Me personally, I don't give a damn, but I mean, if you gonna put it out there, that's just as bad as someone finding out that it's out there.
Girl, you know, they
And maybe he was trying to put a button on it before it did get out there, and somebody just basically, you know what I'm saying, put him out there.
It's gonna get out there when he hits somebody.
He out there sharing weed with Kevin Gates and.
Kevin Gates probably got that shit too.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Kevin Gates probably got more than that, bro. Like
he kissed dogs, dude. You're a weirdo.
Boy
Kevin
was on Instagram sucking the hell out of his old lady's feet.
I mean, I don't do that, but I'm not about to be on Instagram showing everybody. Like,
yeah, no, everybody don't need to see.
He held the camera, or she held the camera while he did it.
He just, I saw that shit. What the fuck is wrong with him, man?
I'm like, bro.
Any other time I'd be able to find this bride, but I can't find it.
Find this one thing with a nigga.
Did you Google it?
No, I was looking on IG because I know we got on the IG page.
You should have Googled it, man. I don't know who this is.
Yeah. But while we looking for her, you know, to show P, we're gonna get into Nas finally responding to his ex-wife Khalees's allegations. Yes, sir, her. Against him, you know. Now, Khalees been kind of dragging Nas's name through the mud, you know, all year, trying to say he was physically abusive, saying he was an alcoholic, and you know what I mean. They're actually in a custody battle for their son Knight, so that hints is the reason why she's, you know, trying to tarnish his name. And Nas finally, I guess, had enough of it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody jumped on his IG and brought it to his attention, I guess. And he finally was like, nah, none of that stuff is true. You know what I mean? This is all totally false. And it's, you know, because they in a custody battle. So, you know what I'm saying? OG Nas, man. What y'all think about that?
Khalees been foul since the jump.
Yeah, I didn't know she was. I used to love Khalees ever since she came out, but now I see how she is. That's fucked up. Like,
I ain't never really like Khalees.
I liked how she looked. She was sexy to me.
She to me, she was like Lala.
And it's like
when Lala first came out. Lala ain't always been.
Did they
cold.
come out around the same
Lala
time?
wasn't hot at first.
Lala,
I think so.
Maybe
so.
Late 90s.
Yeah,
late 90s.
Yeah.
I know she wasn't Lala on Direct Effect?
Direct Effect, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I first seen him.
But she bogus for that shit. Like,
yeah, Mello took my
why
girl.
are you trying to...
Because she spent some money and got cold. That's why.
Like, why are you trying to keep your motherfucking kid away from the father? And you know he going through all this shit. Like, she really is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's fucked up. No, if you're not with the person that, you know, y'all got the kid together with, co-parent, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if Nas ain't doing shit, fuck it. But he's out here doing everything he can to see his son. And you just, you hate him so much.
And she's getting money, like, you know what I'm saying? She's getting
she been getting $44,000 a month from the jump and trying to get more.
So
you ain't doing shit. Don't do something. Don't shake your ass like Taylor Taylor.
That milkshake.
Taylor Taylor doing, you know what I'm saying? Get sexy.
They get no money right
Look at Ashanti. Ashanti ain't did shit in a while, but that motherfucker, somebody about to forget it.
Hey, man.
But you gonna be acting crazy. Ain't nobody gonna deal shit with your ass.
Ashanti looking a hell of a lot better than Khalees.
I know, I'm just saying, get yourself to that point where you can look good, or a motherfucker got money gonna say, you know what, come on, baby. Let's be together. Fuck Nas. Let's take it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let him take his son. We about to go on the trip. You know, you over here doing dumb shit. You being spiteful for what?
That's how they do, man.
Nah, you really love Nas. That's the only thing I can think of. You really love this nigga. You doing all this?
Look like she live on 101st and Honorary.
Yeah, she ain't this shit no more.
Doing hair in the living room.
That's just fucked up, though. That boy love his son, man. He trying to raise his son.
Yeah, man.
That's because of what the nigga made done to you. Know what I mean?
I was glad Nas finally stood up for himself, though. Like, you know, he let a lot of that ride. Like, she done interviews and, you know.
He tried to be a man, but it get to a point.
But I guess it got to that point. He just like, yo, like, I ain't rolling. Like,
I wish he'd made a video. There was a lot of shit that nigga typed.
Yeah.
Nas ain't the best type. But yeah, man. I hope that shit go work. Good. I can understand how you feel.
All right, man. So, from there, we're going to get into, you know what I'm saying, one of the artists of I don't know, man. Donald Glover just on fire, man. Yeah, apparently, you know, Mr. Glover has a sneaker deal now with Adidas. You know?
And shout out to Justin Richburg for making that video.
Love that video. That song was amazing. I don't know why my dumb ass. I didn't listen to it when it first came.
Play it right now, B. That shit cold as hell.
Both of them joints is cold.
Yeah, both of them. I hate that it came out now.
Yeah.
Summer's over with.
Yeah.
It came out, but it getting noticed now. You know what I'm saying? You got the video, and it's just that video.
There was some people in that video I couldn't make out.
I found out who it was. I looked on Tumblr, and I
And
seen
had, like, everybody?
It showed who everybody was.
Oh,
Now all the guys I knew, but the girls was who is this? Like the girl that was next to Tiffany Haddish, that was actually Oprah. Yeah, that was supposed to be Oprah.
That was the third person in that scene.
Like
No, it was Tiffany Haddish, and they was doing. I forgot who the hell they was doing.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, it was a.
Why'd you say it's a bop?
That was a dope ass video. And then at the end of the video,
He goes in the house and he put on his Adidas, and that's where you see he got to deal with Adidas.
Okay.
So
Hey, if he was really for the people, he'd say, fuck Adidas. They Nike. Give me half the money, I take your deal.
no, I wouldn't do that because Adidas ain't did nothing wrong to nobody. You know, it just Charlamagne will sign them.
Yeah.
I mean, it was what's his name? Charlamagne said it was
They
the
gave
wrong.
Kanye West a deal. That's bad enough.
Charlamagne said it was the wrong time for them to put that shit out. What Nike just did. He said y'all could have waited for that one.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
Man. So it's only gonna force Adidas' hand though to be like, all right, we got to show we down for the cause too. So granted they got capped, but they're gonna have to do something where they show okay, yeah, we solid too.
right.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Donald Glover, man, getting his coins up, man. Go ahead, keep delivering that good movies, that good music, you know what I mean, and that good TV show. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting on Atlanta season 3. Yep.
I'll find the character. I'm gonna send them to you.
Yeah.
Oh, and there is one more thing that I forgot to add to the docket. I sent y'all to Nicki Minaj and
Yeah, we can close out with that. Let me do, or do you want to do that now and then I can? I got one more.
Music, so
yeah, no, you go ahead. We can go ahead and get in that real quick because I think the M and MGK and Joe and all them is kind of like a good way to put a button on the music topics.
Nicki and Cardi had a clash last night.
Finally.
So I saw this on Snapchat. So basically, this is just a run through of what I saw. Cardi had came and approached Nicki while they were at a restaurant or some type of party or something, and shoes were flying. Cardi took her shoe off and like threw it at Nicki. She dodged it, and then like security came and broke all that up. And in the midst of security in there, one of the security guards elbowed Cardi in the head, which would.
So that's why
That's why that bump was there.
Oh, Offset.
So Nicki ain't putting no hands on nobody.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen her in the corner on the wall.
Yeah,
Cardi was trying to get at her ass.
Security was holding at the wall, and then Cardi was trying to.
I wish
her.
Cardi would have beat her ass.
All right, because I definitely thought Nicki had gave her them hands. I thought this how she got the
I wish Cardi would have.
I don't think Nicki can fight.
Nicki talk all this shit. I like her, and then you turn around. You know, I knew Nicki was phony, man. She phony as hell. I do not like her.
You're approaching 40 years old, bro. You're too old for this shit.
The game is over for you. Like how y'all saying with Pusha. The game is over for you now, Nicki. Go do movies. Go make clothes, perfume. Come here with a couple rap songs, appearances, throwouts. The shit is over for you. Let this young lady shine, man. Like, you just hating on motherfuckers now. You hating on Travis Scott. You hating on their child. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, dude, you're tripping.
Craziness, man. Craziness. But, you know, Cardi about that life, man. She was on there hit him up.
Offset finna get mad at that security guard, though. I know that shit.
Yeah, most strippers, about that life.
Of course, they gotta protect themselves. You see what
people
happened with
forget
Myron.
Cardi used to, what ass for a little piece of cash.
Right.
See what happened with Myron and Diamond. She had to protect herself from that creep. Players Club.
Yeah, man. All right, well, rounding out music, y'all. This Eminem, Joe Budden, G-Eazy, and MGK. What a week.
For the white rappers.
Feels like summer.
Man.
The white rappers out there.
They've been referring to it as mayonnaise mayhem. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard that.
But,
right?
Charlamagne and them, Joe Budden called it mayonnaise something. So the white rappers is just all out here at their throat, man. They at each other's throat. So Eminem dropped Kamikaze and definitely threw some jabs at this gentleman right here, MGK. And MGK responded with the venom, man. That guy went off. I ain't heard MGK sound like this in a minute.
He gave you 4 verses.
Man. I just kind of want to let it ride. Because we enjoying cold.
I like when he was like, I'm not afraid.
I heard somebody say that I don't know how I feel about it. It was like Mac Miller checked out of here before anybody could say something to him. So.
Too early for that. And Mac was a different type of dude. Like he wasn't a beef. Yeah, he wasn't no beef type of guy.
Come on, let's just smoke a little bit.
Right. Man.
Yeah. Mac probably would have been the dude to try to get all of them in the room. You know what I mean? To get smoked out and just hash it out.
Eminem sober ass would have been still trying to fight.
Right.
Crazy.
And then Joe Beasley jumps into the lane and basically just says, man, I'm better than him. But for the last 10 years, I've been better than him.
And he was so mad when he said this shit.
But he said it with such confidence, like, as rap, and just hip-hop listeners, do y'all agree with that statement? That
okay, put it like this.
Better?
Absolutely. Put it like this. Hold on, 1 second. Was he speaking of just, I've had a better career for the past 10 years, or I've just been a better rapper?
He said, I've been a better rapper for the last decade. So he's not saying he's overall a better rapper, but he says for the last 10 years?
Yes, Eminem, he's been the better.
Yeah.
Knees weak or old age. The real Slim Shady can't stand up.
I say no. I haven't heard shit he came out with.
I mean,
So if he did come out with some shit, I really
But
like
niggas that listen to Joe Budden can
take a vouch.
you know what? I could. My guy had to put me on Joe Budden because I really can't grasp Joe Budden because all I think is Street Value 2 and Pump It Up. Like, I can't grasp him like, oh, he is that dude. I heard him.
Here you go, right here.
I heard the album. And because I think you don't really know all the members that were in the group, I don't really think you know our history. Let me tell you what Joe Budden has thought this entire time. I've been better than you this entire fucking decade.
Huh?
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 Can't say that back then. Can't say that back then.
So that's Joe Budden's
In
response,
my
y'all.
rapper brain, I'm a content nigga. You gotta say something. You have not said anything for the better part of a whole fucking decade.
You be hard pressed to disagree, man.
You have rhymed a bunch of words.
That's that.
I mean, I don't know. I can't because I haven't heard shit Joe Budden did this year or any other year or the past 10 years.
Even if you go back to like the ciphers and shit that Eminem did, like it's just like supreme rhyme schemes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's who he.
It don't mean any. He's not saying anything. He's just rhyming words that
And that's
most
who
people can't do.
That's who he always been. And it's like certain people you can't change. Eminem, like I always gonna say this, Eminem was hot for his time. Now he's not as super hot. He brought out a nice album, but he was hot for his time, and he was the man for his time. But
Eminem built his empire on controversy.
right,
He did.
right, and
He
then
can't do that anymore because he doesn't have beef with anybody. So now he's picking beef with people because they think that his shit is trash.
And to me, that's what he always been doing. Because who the fuck was NSYNC? Like, what did NSYNC do to you, M?
NSYNC?
And he always did that shit. That's who his character is. And it's like, either you accept it or you not. And Joe Budden's always been a fucking pump it up guy, and I never took him as like, oh, he's dope. You know, I never I heard some songs, but I never sat back and said, I need to download the Joe Budden mixtape. He never got me like that. Eminem grasped me that way. That's why I say, like, Joe just be on some hating shit because these young dudes, and even him right now, is doing shit more than you have ever done in your career. So now you have to go to podcasting and make this big thing for yourself. Which is, okay, that's you. That's cool. But don't be mad at everybody else because you didn't get your shine the way you wanted to. That was your fault. You wanted to go put on these big-ass T-shirts and these hats and be in Rucker Park making Pump It Up and all this other shit. You didn't want to go. You didn't want to be who you was.
Here's my beef with
I bet
that.
you been who you was.
Here's my beef with that. Why do people always attack Pump It Up as if it wasn't a good record?
It
was getting a lot of radio play. That's why niggas like it. That's why niggas know about it.
But you know him because that's the style of rap. That me, like I say, well, if Joe Budden rapped about something else, I'm like, what the fuck is he rapping about? Like back then in that time.
But that was the only one that
because
got
that's
radio
only
play.
That's the only thing I'm thinking of. Jay-Z did a whole bunch of songs that didn't have to do radio play.
Uh-huh.
But the
He
way
got a lot of radio play though on a lot of different songs.
But because the nigga was dope. Joe Budden's probably could have did the same shit if he just would have stick to who the fuck he was.
Joe Budden
had to make
would
a
tell
record.
you the reason he didn't get the radio play is because his relationship with people.
Yeah.
He talk about it all the time.
What was the ratio? He got
treated
mad at
people-
everybody?
No, he treated people like shit. He didn't care about relationships.
That's his fucking fault.
But
you
he
know
didn't-
you got to get in the game.
But he didn't understand that, and he paid the price for
That
it.
dumb bald head nigga understood that, man. I like Joe Budden, but the dumb shit he do, this shit he doing now as being an adult who he is at his age, is blowing me. You knew that shit then. I look at Joe Budden as a smart black brother. You know what
Now.
to fucking do. Hey, I looked at him then.
At 22, I don't think he knew what he knows now.
Nor he probably didn't have the direction either to be like, yo. Or he probably just
Nigga, you was
wasn't
on the
listening,
video
like,
game. You
like,
was
this
going
is-
somewhere.
This is how you play the game. He probably didn't want to play the game. You know what I mean? And that industry is all
A lot
about
of people
playing.
Tim,
the
what
game.
you asked me the other day?
What I say?
You said, Phil, if NBA 2K asked you to be on the cover of the game or the screen face the game, would you do it? I said, in my opinion, Tim, no, I wouldn't do it because I don't like 2K no more. But if it's for us to build our brand and our name to keep going, I'm going to fucking do it. And he has the sense. I'm pretty sure he has the sense then to do that shit.
Niggas now are more brand conscious. Back then they weren't. In 2003, people were not thinking about brand. They just wanted to put out shit.
Yeah, he just probably wanted to get the music
put out
out
his
there.
shit instead of putting out.
He put out shit, but it wasn't getting pushed because he didn't have a brand.
He fucked that up. I don't know. I don't like Joe Budden shit.
Joe Budden has always been one of my favorites.
He's definitely a lyricist, man. I do encourage you to go check out All Love Lost and check out that Rage in the Machine album.
I think the guy can rap.
The last 2 projects he put out, and you'll see he's definitely capable, more than capable, to have a battle with Eminem, and you be like, yeah.
He had a song. What was it? Dear Sandy. Dear something. It was a song to a woman. Yeah, he was in love with her, some shit like that. And it was a dope ass song.
His new music mixtapes are all classics.
I'm not gonna say he's garbage, but
yeah,
I feel like he's bitter.
I just think that goes without saying.
And it's like, stop being so fucking bitter.
I think that's just because people just can't relate to him.
Yeah,
because they don't know him.
Yeah. Joe Budden to me has always been one of them people you either gonna like him or you're not gonna like him. You know, whether you do know him or you don't know him. Like, from how he presents himself, he's just one of those guys. You're either gonna like him or you're not gonna.
You know what Joe Budden's to me? He'll be my homie, but I have to beat his ass a couple of times. Like, he'll piss me off. We'll have to fight. Like, gee, shut the fuck up.
I mean, not to compare myself to him, but I feel like with me, I'm probably that friend that people either gonna like or you're not gonna like me. Like, or you'll understand me a little bit more if you get where I'm coming from. Like, you know I'm not thinking like everybody else. Like,
right.
I might, or you just know that I'm an asshole. So I'm going to say asshole shit from time to time. So, you know, my friends typically, they'll say, hey, you know, tell me asshole. And then, because they know. Right. And I'm sarcastic. So people normally, when I say something, they can tell, okay, he being sarcastic. You know what I mean? So with Joe Budden, I think it's that same kind of thing. Like, with the people that surrounding him, like his Rory and Maul and everybody, like, They know him, and like Charlamagne was saying, that's when he's at his most comfortable,
right?
Because those are the people that surround him. Mm-hmm. Like with us, we had to build this camaraderie. I mean, this is episode 17. Luckily, it felt like we had it from the jump,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But now we're in the space now where it's like, I think B can say, yeah, okay, I know Tim a lot better now than I knew him before. I know P a lot better than I knew P when we did episode 1,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like that's how it goes with Joe Budden. You know what I mean? You either gonna like the guy or you ain't gonna like him. You know, but he is a capable MC, man. So I would not doubt him in the battle with Eminem. Like, I think he can give some good.
I would like to hear that.
And to piggyback on what you said, there is a lot of animosity there with Joe because he felt like him and Slaughterhouse was did dirty by Shady Records.
Yeah, I remember. I heard him say that. Or you told me that.
Or he said that like they were brought in so that Eminem could feed off of them and set something up that he could just take over. You know what I'm saying? Because Slaughterhouse they didn't do no shows with him. He barely did any songs with him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get pushed. So
yeah. So
if he wasn't Royce, he really didn't give a damn.
Right. And last in that whole quartet, G-Eazy, he put out his disc. What y'all think about his, man?
I liked it. It was smooth.
It's too smooth for me, man.
It fit him. That's why I liked it.
It
fit G-Eazy. He's smooth. He ain't that type of rowdy. And to be honest with you, I don't even think the motherfucker wanted to do it. Somebody probably told him, like, just make a song, quick song, say some bars, and we'll see if he responds.
Man, he had some bars on it,
you know what I'm saying?
It was just too smooth for me for this record.
This is Al Pennyfeather, and I'm here
I like
in the heart of Times Square.
I didn't get the
beginning of that shit.
He was just like, fuck you. It was just like, come on, Easy, I need some aggression or something.
Like I told you, I feel like if he do another one, if MGK do one, he probably come back harder.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Is this it?
What's the name of it? What he say on there?
Popcorn
Bad Boy.
I think that's it,
Yeah, this is.
Get your popcorn.
You see what I'm talking about? It just started off too smooth. Like,
He's a cool
Like
ass.
he could have put this shit on the album.
yeah.
Smoke. Yeah. Someone might have lit a fire inside the soul of me. The shots just grazed me. I'm standing, they put
But he just a suave ass dude.
Yeah.
Nobody can get control of me. MGK, please stop trolling me. Get over me. You wanna be me, you're mad that you're not as big as me. I'm everywhere, I'm your nightmare. You can't get rid of me.
G-Eazy did get big, like damn near overnight.
He had that machine behind him, though. Like, I mean, MGK had his moment. He did that. I'm a Wild Boy. He was, he had the remix.
That was it.
That was his pinnacle.
That was it. It was from there. It was it. Yeah.
But he wasn't, to me, he just wasn't marketable.
Nah.
Yeah, I really wonder what fucked MGK up. Like, you know, what made you people just say, no, we gonna leave it alone?
For one, he's from Ohio.
Did he sign him though?
That's number
That
two.
yeah.
It ain't never worked out well for nobody.
He just give you a check and be cool.
Yeah.
That initial buzz money, and then he tossing your ass to the wolves.
Yeah. You attach right off. I ain't gonna throw no smoke towards Diddy though. You know, Revolt might call us.
I like Diddy. You just can't make a band for shit.
Revolt call us. You know what I'm saying? I'm be like, yeah, I'm had a Ciroc bottle right there.
I like Diddy.
That's what I'm gonna sell out.
You should have kept Dylan, Diddy.
Yeah,
I'm not.
man.
Ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, man. But there you have it, y'all. That's music, man. From there, we gonna head into Spizzards.
Bears Khalil Mack jersey is the 5th best-selling jersey of the season thus far. Even though my boys ain't over here, and include myself, not watching football, would you two guys go purchase the jersey just to support the young guy?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Okay, no support over the NFL, but Nike makes the jersey, guys. What about that one? Nike?
Absolutely not.
Oh, still a big no. Okay.
There's still partnership with NFL.
Yep. NFL still profits off of that.
You right about that, guy.
And a white man get paid off of all of that.
Okay, on into another part of the NFL season. Kicks off with the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles at the Super Bowl rematch. The Eagles wins 18-12. We didn't watch that game, guys, so sorry for that.
Sorry.
But good job on the Eagles. Shout out to Philly.
Who won? Eagles?
Eagles won.
Another one, Richard Sherman. There will be a lockout before the players' extended current CBA. I believe that may occur. I believe that may end up happening.
Look at Rich Sherman out here being a freedom fighter, man.
That's what he needs to do. That's what we need to do.
Being the voice of the locker room.
We gotta get out of football.
He's kind of pretty much been that. He's took a lot of flack for that in the past.
Yeah.
Being outspoken.
And in the NFL, they don't want that shit. They want you to shut up and play. But,
shut up and tackle.
Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell plans to sit week 1 to protect long-term value. What did you guys feel about that? Would you do the same thing?
Trying to get that
Young
money,
boy
man.
trying to get paid.
Yeah. Can't blame him for that. You gotta get your money, man.
He ain't trying to get franchise tagged every year, so
Right. It's time. Yeah, I think the NFL gonna end up changing.
yeah. I think he's what, like 27 now. He only got maybe a good 3-4 years left.
Football, you can't play forever.
So
Yeah, especially at his position.
Right. Earl Thomas signs back with the Seahawks. Think that's a good move?
man, wasn't he just yelling at the Cowboys pick him up in the locker room?
Was
they lost in the playoffs?
I think so.
He's like, hey, if you can get me, come on, come grab me.
He signed his ass quick. Come on.
The Seahawks said, no, you gonna stay here.
Threw that bag in his face.
Nick Foles named Eagles starter until the guy Carson Wentz is ready to go. You think Nick Foles gonna make some noise?
He got him a Super Bowl, so hey.
Yeah.
We'll see what keeps going on with that.
Yeah.
Puma gets another rookie. They signed my boy Kevin Knox to the deal.
Your boy H.O.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
Your boy H.O., man. H.O. Vizzle.
He going with? I
Going away.
got my boy Luka. Jay-Z is making moves. I'm really excited and happy to see that Puma has stepped into this. And, they're signing these rookies. We're not going to go after every big name. We're going to the rookies because they're going to potentially become a big name.
Right,
so I think that was a good move on them.
Yeah,
man.
they can grow with the brand.
Keep it doing. Puma just put out some code. I like Puma. I like their little...
Yeah, I always liked it. I never really rocked it a lot, but I always liked it.
Yeah, I peeped them.
Yeah, I just caught my first pair of Puma,
Yeah. Okay,
baby.
baby.
Shout out to B-Homes. Give him a check. Get him a check.
Brand ambassador, send me some Puma sweatsuits.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, ho?
Yeah.
What's up, Jalen Rose?
Size 14.
When we put the Sallis tag Jalen Rose in there. So
All of them, yeah. Tell them to go on that.
This is a sad situation on Kevin Garnett. He sues his accountant for allegedly stealing $77 million in wages. That's a lot of fucking money.
Lot of pizza.
A lot of bread. $77 million. And KG made how much over the course of his career, probably?
Man, Joe.
Because he made, what, $100 million when he signed with Minnesota?
Yeah, they got
close
that.
to
He got that bad. Let me see.
500?
Close to it. I'd say about 400 or 500.
Yep, that $77 million is a hefty piece of that shit. Ain't no chump change.
And I quote, they say he only got a net worth for $120 million.
Really? The fuck them big ass earrings.
That's
them big ass earrings.
That's not his total accumulation.
That ain't the total accumulation.
Right. Okay, that's just for the year, probably.
Yeah.
I'm on the side of them big ass earrings he bought. But damn, that's a lot of money, man. Like, yeah,
that's a lot of bread.
I hope
man.
you get all that bread back.
$77 million. Jesus Christ.
You have to be smart and pay attention to your money when you make it, because you get motherfuckers who you feel good and they, this my homie and he gonna take care of me. They can be shiesty right behind you, and you feeding them. That's the killer part.
Yeah,
you feeding them. So
that's why I salute LeBron for what he do, because he just got all his guys, and paid for them to go to school to learn that shit. And
you gonna go learn this, you gonna go learn that, you gonna do this, you gonna do that,
and he did it.
We all gonna eat.
He didn't wait to do it. He did it because he's, you thinking I could be hurt any day and I can lose all this.
Yep.
So while I'm hurt, y'all could be doing this.
Build, you know what I'm saying? Build his brand up.
There you go. That's how you do it. KG did that too, though.
Who?
He was KG. He did it late, but he started doing it.
LeBron did it from the jump, though.
Right.
So that's for him having that foresight. That's why you got to count.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Judgment Day. Dun, dun, dun. NBA 2K19 and NBA Live 19 finally arrived. Which games are you guys getting, or which games have you guys played? Anything, preludes, demos?
We already know where y'all at with that. You know what I'm saying?
Live, I'm trying to be a brand ambassador. I don't play on Twitch, but I promote. I support.
Might have to start getting on Twitch, man.
On Twitch, man.
Right, I got to.
Get your Twitch bag up.
I want them to scam me.
B. Daniel Shot, hit me up on the Twitch.
There you go. Hey, there you go.
Okay, B. Daniel. I need a camera, don't I? I can use my Xbox camera.
Can you use your phone? How did that work?
I don't know. I don't broadcast myself. I just broadcast
the
game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna broadcast myself so I can be animated with it. Yeah. So yeah,
but I'm academics
doing it before.
I'm learning how to do it though.
Bring that claim up.
Okay. I'm trying to wait till Black Friday, man. I am leaning towards live. Just from the conversation, we done had. I ain't gonna leave B hanging. You know what I'm saying? He said everybody was playing 2K on there. So I'm gonna try to grab that live.
I'm gonna just go ahead and get the live and get me a new crew, man. Everybody play the 2K.
If I
get the live,
if I get up, and
P don't want to get come over to the PlayStation side.
I want to, because I know you guys gonna need me on that court.
Definitely gonna need.
He want that.
You don't need the small
that kid system.
Come on, don't diss the box.
Xbox is for
children. I'm trying to convert them over here.
I've been rolling with live. I've been playing it, and it's been a fun game. Nothing. Little minor things, but I'm pretty sure within time that's gonna change.
Yeah,
they just got to get people. They got to get from the people to let them know what's going on. So
they gonna be getting constant updates, just like 2K.
Yeah. The greatest thing is the women. I'm hooping against women, and these girls is balling. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the greatest things on the game. Only thing they got, I think they should either do it this year if they could. They have to incorporate the women doing their own league thing. The guys, you can start your my career and play in the NBA, but the women can't. They can just play the my park shit. So they gotta fix that and get the women.
I'm pretty sure next year they be able to do that.
Yeah, that's why I say, as long as they got the way they is coming along with all these people and NBA stars going over there, they may hit it.
But that, to me, I think this will be a good way to brand the WNBA.
Of course,
and draw awareness to it, because a lot of people that don't watch the WNBA and they're playing live, and then they see the WNBA and they see them players at the park, like, she kind of nice. Maybe I should check her out. Watch the Minnesota Lynx or the LA Sparks or the Chicago Sky or whatever. So
they need to just go ahead and just become a sponsor of the WNBA. What I'm saying? And keep that content rolling for the game. Throughout until WNBA returns. You know what I'm saying, on next year.
Yeah. So it's NBA Live till I die. Sorry, 2K.
I still might get 2K though. I haven't decided.
I'm gonna go to my guy house and play it.
I'm gonna do some Black Friday and just wait and see.
And if I like it when Black Friday comes, I might buy it. But other than that,
I'll probably get live this week, and then I'll wait and get the 2K. I'm also gonna get that Spider-Man. So
Spider-Man. That's another reason. I'm trying.
I played Spider-Man last night. PJ, shout out to my son who didn't want to fucking play the game. I bought the game for no reason, but I played it, and it's a great game, a straight to me, a 10 out of 10. I haven't seen any flaws yet. I just started, but I give it a straight 10. Like, it's a good game. There's no cutscenes, which I love about it. You fighting and you go right to the mission or whatever the next thing you're supposed to do, and it shows the scene, but it's not like, wait a second. Flows right into it. And it looks so fucking real. Like, I'm sitting here looking like, this looks like a movie. I just wish they could have had my boy Tom Holland play him in the game.
I wish him in the game. That would have been icing on the cake.
What's so dope about it? I don't know, some kid. I don't even know.
Kid?
Yeah, it's a random teenager. He's not a kid. He might be a teenager.
Is it like Garfield, like Andrew Garfield?
Yeah, like that. And then what's dope about it, you don't have to be Spider-Man the whole time. You can take your Spider-Man costume off. And you have a house, an apartment to go to. And change your clothes. So that's dope about the game.
Dope.
If y'all ain't got it, go get Spider-Man too.
Man, I'm trying to wait till Black Friday on that, but I'm getting the itch.
Get it now.
It was sold out at Walmart. I was at Walmart earlier. Yeah, it was sold out. So.
Go get Spider-Man. That game is dope. On to the social commentary. That's it with sports. Where should I start with this? I'm going to start off with my man Jeffrey Owens.
Yeah.
Who was recently snapped at Trader Joe's working his 9 to 5. And, I guess put on blast by some dumbass lady who thought it was cool to do. He was just doing what he does. He needed a job, he works. So you can't do mad at that. But my man TP, Tyler Perry, came out and reached out to him and said, hey, I have a thing I could put you on my show, The Have and the Have Nots. I would like to see you here for 10 episodes. So we'll hopefully see him pretty soon next season. And the girl Nicki Minaj sends him $25K. Do you agree with the stance of him on finding a job? Do you guys like that?
Now he released the video. He was on Good Morning America this week, and he basically was just like, "Yo, like a job is a job." He was like, "As long as you're working and providing for your family, that's all that matters." He said, obviously there are some jobs that are better than others, but essentially, as long as I'm able to provide for myself and my family, that's all that matters. Yeah. And hey, man, with that mindset, I don't think you can disagree with it. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want more? Obviously, this guy's had, he was on a legendary show, the Cosby Show. Say what you will about Bill Cosby, but that's still a legendary show. Right. You know what I mean? So he's gotten a chance to see highs in acting, and of course now we see he had some lows, but him keeping good energy. It seems, and now that it's awareness about the situation, you got people like Tyler Perry reaching out. That's a beautiful thing, man. People have their reservations about Tyler, but hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Right, and then if you look at it, that's the only thing he ever done. He never did no other show or
I actually went to IMDb. He got like a highlight reel. He did a few shows. He did Law and Order before.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's worked here and there.
Right. Well, but he also said he had acting school. He taught kids to get into acting, but like he said, it really not a big deal to me. It's a job. I'm not that point of my career's just landed. I didn't sit here and be depressed my whole life. I got up and got a job, take care of my family. Yeah. You can't blame him, man. He was a Yale graduate, which is great. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he could have got anything in his degree. Yeah. But shout out to him, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch the show just to see what they put him on the show for.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoever took that picture, you ain't do nothing but get that man blessings.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
Shout out to him. But
now we kind of running a little behind, got a little time constraint, so let's skip the Kim K joint.
All right, let's go on to Nike. Nike Ads comes out with a big business move, or could it be a move they want to do for the people? With bringing Colin Kaepernick out for the Nike advertisement that they did for their 30th anniversary. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna do a long dive. We ain't got that kind of time. Salute to Nike for putting them at the forefront. You know what I'm saying? There is a time and a place when I will get into this, and I will get into it maybe next episode. But I do feel like at the end of the day, it's still great that they took that risk and said, hey, we're gonna give this guy some support in the cause that he is, fighting for. So that's going to be my spiel for episode 17.
Right. So I'm going to give mine a little bit of it and say, hey, I'm glad Nike done what they did. Yes, it's a business move, but it's also, I believe, a move for the people. They could have not did this at all and just kept them a shoe deal. But they did it, and their commercial showed everything from a person being handicapped to a person just being another color or race, and whatever you can do beyond your sport. They telling you you can do it, so just go do it.
Y'all covered it, man. So salute to Nike.
As he puts up his Nike switch.
Make some podcasting clothes, Nike.
Yeah. All right. So to wrap up the pod, y'all, we had some people hit the phone line. This week was obviously the release of the Bobby Brown story. So yeah, man. BET, salute to y'all for throwing that out there.
Good, very good.
We had some some reviews. We had some people comment. We had some people just show love on the phone line as well. So which one of you gentlemen want to get into it, or y'all want me to?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Y'all want me to do it? All right, let's get into some of the, the text messages we got in regards to the Mr. Bobby Brown story. That was that Tuesday?
Monday and Tuesday.
No,
Tuesday and Wednesday, one of them.
All righty. So we're going to start with... Yo, this is Audrey. I really enjoyed the Bobby Brown story. I pretty much knew that it would be dope, and it didn't disappoint. Woody McClain did an amazing job as Bobby, and the girl that played Whitney killed it. Also, it's interesting to note that his current wife, Felicia, has basically been around for decades. I definitely learned a lot of new information about his life. All right.
It's a bop.
All righty. So, this is another comment. I think this is from my sister. My sister is a Bobby Brown fan, huge Bobby Brown fan. The B. Brown story was phenomenal. For anyone who is a true fan knows that all of what was told was the truth. I like the fact that they showed his career in a positive way before the heavy drug use. The only thing I think should have showed more of was the actual love between he and Whitney. Yes, they had battles, but they truly loved each other unconditionally.
I agree with that.
I think they did a pretty good job showing what they could show within that time frame. So...
All right. This from my homegirl Maria, and she's in North Carolina, I think. I believe Bobby Brown, his whole story. Whitney was from the hood and definitely with the shits. I personally believe they stayed together too long. Oh yeah, and I also believe Nasty Boy was dead ass about Bob. Janet ain't low; she was just letting him smash. All right, Janet.
She was gonna get married. That's low as hell.
Yeah.
It was bogus.
That's as low as it gets.
It's woman's perspective, y'all. Y'all know how it goes.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
All right, so just a couple other, texts we got. Yo, this Will. Shout out to BlvdAve. I got a question for old man Logan. What do you think about the way WWE books Brock Lesnar? We don't have a whole lot of time for a long spiel, so I'll just say WWE books Brock Lesnar as a ticket, a main event ticket for people that are casual, viewers of WWE, and they only utilize him for the big shows, as they should. Now, I don't think he should ever hold a title again, but utilizing him in that capacity as a main event sort of deal, I think that's perfect for him. But no more title reigns. Alrighty. Yo, this is Kenny sending a shout out to BlvdAve. Thoughts on the death of Mac Miller? KG, that's my boy from work. Pretty much covered that at the beginning of the show, man. Untimely passing. Rest in peace to Mac Miller. His music will live on. It's unfortunate, he did say he was waiting to go start on tour, and now obviously that tour ain't gonna never come to pass. So, once again, rest in peace, Mac Miller. Y'all got something to say? Well, I covered it.
Just like I said, big rest in peace, man. He gone too soon, very young, 26. I thought the guy was my age, but 26 is a very young age. And man, if anybody's out there dealing with depression, please talk to someone.
Absolutely,
talk to
absolutely.
someone. Don't just feel like you don't have no one to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, we getting ready to round up. Yeah. All right. Last but not least. What's up, this Reese? Big shout out to BlvdAve team. What do you think was the best shoe/sneaker release of this year so far?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not a sneakerhead no more. So.
I can't really get no. I think with me and mine, because I like the Nike Just Do It. I say that. The ones with the stitches, the all white ones and the orange ones, I like those a lot.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. The one that look like the box?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I like those. I got a pair of those myself. Those are by far my best.
All right. I think I got to go with Jake Shuttlesworth joints. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They released the Retro 13s a couple months ago. So yeah, Big Reese, I'm gonna ride with the He Got Game 13s.
I did like the LeBrons. I think the LeBron 16s it was.
It's getting ready to come out?
No, the 16 is the new one's coming out.
Yeah, they're getting ready to come out.
Right,
So last
that's what
year,
I'm going with.
The 16? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Thanks,
just
Tim. I
saying
appreciate
those.
that, man. Appreciate you liking my brother's shoe. I appreciate that. No problem.
All right, man. So before we get up out of here, go ahead and get them the number, man. If anybody want to leave a voicemail, comment, questions, concerns, text messages.
872-307-3828. Hit us up. Text, voicemail, all that.
Yes. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at BlvdAve_radio. That's BlvdAve_radio. That's on both Twitter and IG. And yeah, man, there you have it. This is episode number 17 for the boy.
Gas Station P.
B. Daniels.
I am Old Man Logan. Y'all have a good week, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Mr. Bobby Brown.